Yeah, I couldn't believe this until I saw it. I mean, it's not just flashy and beautiful to look at, it is completely practical, and this trailer now has everything. Hey everyone, Brian here with DIY Outdoor Life. Today we got the Bushwhacker hooked behind us. We're pretty south of Santa Fe right now. We're going to be heading down onto some public land to go camping above 7,000 feet in altitude. So it's going to be a great opportunity to test out that Dometic furnace at high altitude. I got my co-pilot with me. And the most exciting part, we're going to meet up with Michael P. from the Bushwhacker Facebook group to show you guys this tricked out Bushwhacker that he owns. He has stripped this thing down and replaced everything to make this camper really something to see. So I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. Let's check it out. So we're going to start up front here on this Bushwhacker. Mike was kind enough to give us the walkthrough. He is the mastermind behind this project, and he's basically swapped out every component there is to swap out. So we're going to start up here at the front, and we'll check this out together.
All right. Well, here she is, after a year-long worth of hard work and changing things around. She's pretty much how I like her. I'm going to start right up front here. One of the first things I did was I went with the Jackie Up removable jack. This allows me to still swing my tire out and clear when I'm hooked up, and also gives me a little bit of clearance here if I'm off the trail a little bit. Changed out, went to bigger chains and changed out the wiring. I have a removable plug, so my trailer plug gets put away when not in use. Makes it a little bit harder to steal if somebody wanted to jump in here and try to drag it away in the middle of the night. All right, for power, I wanted to have enough power where I can go for days. Running maybe in the extreme cold where I had to use heaters, something that would use up a bit more power than normal. The biggest drawback was finding a box compact enough to put in enough batteries and still have everything I need with me. I found this box here. Inside of it, we have 4 100 amp hour AGM batteries. Hooked to that is a Renogy 20 amp controller, and then we have 200 watt solar panels up on top. For storage of the typical stuff that you're grabbing for on the front of the trailer, I built this little rack out of 2020 aluminum. This allows me to take the gear out. I can still remove the lid, service the batteries if I need. And you can see in here, everything kind of assembles in as you need it, in succession. I have my blocks here, I have my wheel lock, I keep my electrical cord here. The removable jack drops right in the top, locks down in place, and everything's there where I need it. I took out the factory furnace when I redid the Galley. So I'm using independent stoves and grills back there. So I went with 2 5-pound propane tanks. They're on rubber holders here. I'm able to just take them off, bring them in the back, put them next to the stove, and fire them up. Brian asked me about all the tongue weight here, with all the batteries and everything here. We added a lot of weight to the rear galley on the rebuild, so that helps balances it out. We're also rocking air ride on this Jeep here. It has a 7,500 pound tow capacity. It rides just great.
So one of the things I love about this trailer is that you don't have to change the appearance much. Mike's upgrades here are all about function. He peeled the stickers off like I did, but he's adding things for storage, different compartments on the side here, a lot of stuff that I'm excited about. But I definitely am noticing something here, and I can't wait to hear about what's going on with these new wheels and tires.
One of the things I didn't like about the underneath of the trailer was that the spare tire hung so low in the rear. Plus it was a different spare than the actual tires that were on the trailer. So I wanted to get rid of the spare that came with it. I went ahead and I matched up these tires and wheels with my Jeep tire and wheels. Now I carry one spare, it's on the back of the Jeep, and all that is clear underneath. To fit her in there, I had to space it a little bit. I had to move the fenders up a couple inches. Got great clearance now. Works like a charm. And able to make room in the galley for what I needed in there. I got rid of the propane heater. I don't use the heater all that much, but when I need it, I do need it. And so I went with a portable diesel heater. Attaches to portable can there. And then I have it ported inside. And so when I turn it on, it just forced hot air goes up through the port and into the cabin. I left most of the interior, the Bushwhacker stock. I did repair the air conditioning issue, took care of the insulation so that it exhausts properly. Added an overhead Android entertainment system, upgraded the radio, put some good speakers in it. When I first bought this trailer new, one of the first things I knew I wanted to do was to rebuild the galley. I like to eat, and to eat, you have to cook. To cook, you need everything you need to cook with in front of you. That's what I've done here. The first thing I had to do to start this project was to rip everything out that was existing, wall off to see what's behind it. Got in there, cleaned up a lot of the wiring, and then went over to here and worked on the plumbing. One of the dual faucet systems here, you just have your regular faucet with the pull out. Over here though, what we have is an ultraviolet filtration system. This allows us to put water in the tank, put a cup up to it, and drink nice, crisp, clean water. So I knew what I wanted was horizontal workspace back here, which is lacking in all teardrop trailers. I knew what I had in mind and had to do, and to get there, I had to start with this metal cube system. So I'm a metal guy, that's what I'm comfortable with. So I used the cube system so that I could drop in the different cubes and get the layout that I needed. I am not comfortable with wood. This is my first major project working with wood. I actually had to go out and buy the saws and the equipment I needed to get the finished product and make it look like I wanted it to look.
So I'm just blown away by this whole process. But what stands out is the beauty of customizing a trailer and doing these mods yourself is that everything is met to your individual needs. You know, you're setting up storage for the spices and the oils that you're using when you're cooking. This is just going to add to this ultimate experience when we're out here. The galley can be the heart and soul of our whole camping experience. So after looking through all the details on this trailer, and I know I'm not going to be able to capture everything, like I said, it really is a work of art. Michael is the artist in this one, and I know that he's going to be modest, but this thing is something special. Now, the big question I have to ask after seeing all of this stuff is, what did all these mods cost you?
Well, are we counting the pork chops or not?
If we're count the pork chops.
If we're counting the pork chops, I probably have around $7,020 into it.
So
20 of that being pork
that's
chops.
the $20 for the pork chops makes the difference. Now, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I know Mike and I got our trailer for around the same price. We paid about $10,000 for it. So there's certainly some sweat equity into this. But when you look at $17,000 for everything that he's getting from this, from the huge battery system and the solar, the off-road capability, I mean, tires and wheels alone cost over $1,000. So for 17 grand, I'm not sure you could get a trailer anywhere near this nice for that price point. So well done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
impressed.
Thanks for coming camping with us. We're going to eat soon, right?
Yeah, now's the fun part when we get to turn this camera up. But hi to everyone in the Facebook group.
Yeah, great to see y'all.
Where you at, Matt? Where
yeah,
you at?
Matt.